Hi, today lesson we are going to focus on how to create a nice and a simple complementary card like this. I did this for Next Run Local Bar. They do their service in Kumasi, Ghana, in West Africa. So let's get going. The elements for this design is this local background and then this abstract. So we are only using these two to get something unique like this. So first of all, you open your Photoshop and then you go to create new 3.5 by 2, resolution 200, 400, 300 based on how you want it. If it is printable, I suggest you use CMYK. If not, RGB is cool. And then you create. Now you're working on a background. So let's bring a gradient. I like using gradient here. So I brought this gradient, and this is it. This is the gradient that I use. If you want to get the same results or this gradient, I choose the black color 000, that is the figure, and then I choose this, that is 62280F. Whenever you key in, you get something like that. So for those who want to use my gradient specifically, you can go by it. So you click OK. So this is the background that you'll be using, and then you bring in your backgrounds, the equipment. So you bring this equipment first, you place it here on the beneath of it, and then you click here. So this is the local equipment that was used, and then you picked the abstract background to, you enlarge it to meet the edges, and then you click here. So now what we have to do is to be able to blend this and this. So what we have to do first is to bring our layer mask on this one, and then we select the layer mask, select the brush to here, and then we check this color section. The foreground color should be black if you want to take out some part of the image, and it should be white when you want to replace some of the image that maybe you've already taken out. You can only replace what you've taken out. You cannot bring in something else. So you select the foreground color to be black. You can select on this place this arrow key here for it to change for you, or you can press on the X key or the X button for it to be changing. So you need a black one. You choose a brush tool size 250 or how you want it, and then you begin to take out this part. So you take it out like this, and then you come to this place too, and then you bring your layer mask just as you did for this one. You can take it out like this so that the edges will also be removed, so that the black thing over there will not show. So you'll be able to get something like this, and then you bring this one, so you are getting something like this. And then you will reduce this one to, let us reduce it because it's too bright. Let's reduce it to, let's say 70 to 71. 70 is okay. And then let us change this one to reduce it a little bit to, so that the darkness part will show. Let's say 49 is okay. So you can make it 50 or any other. So this is 50, and then we are changing this one to 70. That is cool. So you select your move tool and you get a background like this. So you bring in the edges. You can see that the edges are still not intact, so you select this, Control T to can do some touching on this one, and then you get something like this. So this is the background that was used for it. Now what's left again when you look at this one is our text, and then this rectangle. So the text is Next Round Local Bar. So you take your text to, you type on this, you test Next Round There's the next round. So you select it and then you come and check the suitable font. I'm using Square Sans, so you can choose something like this. You increase the size a little bit like this and try and see if you can center it. To center something, you first have to go to the move tool. Control A will select everything and then you click here. So let's make it center like this, and then Control D to deselect. Or you can come to the select and all, select all, select, deselect. So the color for this is white. That is FFF. So this is white. So this is the next round. So the next thing that can be seen on the flyer is the local bar. So you'll be working on the local bar too. You select your text, click here, then you bring your local bar. So looking at this one, you don't want the font to be as big as the next round, so you can pick something like this and then reduce the font size to, let's say, 12, and then let us increase the intervals a little bit to get something like this. So you get that one to here, and this one too. Let's increase it a little bit to, let's say, 20, and then the size to 20. No, 20 is too small, so let's make it 25, just as we did the first one. So something like this is the next round local bar. So this, you Control or center it, and then you deselect it, and you come and select this one too, select all, and then you center it here. So it's already centered, but when you bring it here, it is going to be under it, of which it shouldn't be so. So Control Z to undo and make sure that it's in the center, not this place, not this place, but in the center of the design, and then deselect it by Control D. So this is the next one, and then we can see rectangles that were used. I'm sure there are 2 rectangles at the top and then 2 rectangles beneath it. So what we have to do is to take our rectangle tool and draw a rectangle, something like this, and then the color that was used is, I think, yellow. So you can use something similar like this, and then this one looks so brighty. So let's check on the color again. So let's check on it. Let's make it a little something like this. Let's look at how this one was made. So you can see that it's still not the same. I want us to use exactly what was used when they were doing this one. So something like this would be cool. So sometimes, if in case you want what do you call, a color, a selected color, or when you see a design and you want the color to be as it is, I'll teach you that one in the next video. So this is it. Let's make it a little bright. Still working on the triangle, the rectangle. Bring it here a little bit to make it a little lighter like this. So I think this is okay. So if the size is big, you can transform it by making it like this, holding the shift key, and as I always tell you, select all and then you center. So after you deselect, you duplicate this by clicking on the Alt key. When you click on the Alt key, you see that the arrow has changed, but let's not just do it. Control J to duplicate it, or you can come here and then you duplicate the layer. So it's been duplicated, the second copy has been done, and then you Control T and you move upwards like this. So you get something like this, and then you do a little shifting, balancing like this. Was it how it was done? Yes. So you do a little balancing like this, and then you copy the two of them, group the two of them, and then you copy it, so duplicate group two. So now you've gotten two group. So this one, you transform that one to Control T, and then you click on the shift bar so that it will not be moving up and down, and then you bring it here, something like this. So that is it for this one. And then for the first group two, you bring it here like this. But realize that because of these two shapes, the next one is not in the center, so you bring it here, and then you bring this one to here. So after you get something like this, the next thing that you have to do is to bring the detail of the company. So you can bring something here like this, and then change the foreground color or the color to white like this. And you can work on the shape. Going to the properties, you can move it like this to make it look a little circular. If it's too big for you, you can click here, shift, and then come down a little bit. So you are going to get something like this. Remember, Control all, select all, and then you center it. Good. So this is it. And then what we have to do is to get the name of the company, and that is on IG it is next run local bar. So you get next run I think it's one word, next run local bar. So you can reduce the font size a little bit, and then sorry, I think it's hiding somewhere, so let's bring it here so that we all see what we are really doing. So this is next round local bar, all in caps, and then you bring it together. 160 spacing is, you only use that one for the local bar when you were doing the local bar, so you bring it to maybe -20 for it to be a little closer. So that's the next round local bar, and the preferred fonts, the preferred color is this one. So select the text, click here, and then select this one. So you're able to get something like this on it. Let's make it looks like this. Take this italic from it, it should be straightforward. Okay, so this one and this one, I didn't check it to see that those things were there, so probably next time I'll teach you on how to work on. So this is it, very big, so we can reduce it like this, and then you center this one and this one. So you select this and select the rectangle 2, then you click here to center it. You see, so right now it's in the center. So if you're having the IG icon like this one, then you can bring it inside. You get it? So this is it. Take this one off for it to be like this, center it, this one and this one, make it like this. So that is it. So this is what we did for, but let us see if you can get the IG. I want us to take it from this place. There's the IG, so let us bring it here. So bring it on top of the layer so it will be seen, and transform it to be a little smaller like this. So this is what we did. So we try and see if the two of them are in center, because both this and this are almost the same thing. So this is the simplest way and a very nice complementary card that we did for next round local bar. Thank you.